So the cool thing about the OB and the beam is it can project onto different surfaces. Here you could see we have it projecting onto our table. That's one we use primarily for senior citizens. So a couple of things here. We don't need to actually touch the table for it to move the leaves. You know, it just senses the motion here. So that's kind of cool in this COVID era, that it doesn't necessarily need to be touched. Obviously it can be. The cool thing is that we do with the table, we're able to actually slow the games down a little bit. Because, you know, like I said, we primarily use it for senior citizens. We could use it for any vertical, but we found that the senior citizens like the table the most because they're not always the most mobile and they're able to move and play games on the table. We have a bunch of games for senior citizens. We have a Mahjong game and a bunch of cool other stuff like that. As you can see, the game is changing. It was our leave games, now it's going to be the balloon games because we have our playlist going. So basically all of the games can be preset to be turned on at a certain time and, you know, last for a certain amount of seconds. So obviously this one switched from our leaves games to our balloon game, and same thing here. Don't have to touch it, but I can if I want to. Just being close enough will let our motion sensors pick it up. So that's OB. If Eric's gonna tilt up for us a little bit, you can see both our OB and our beam systems are locked into the wall here. The OB's down a little bit, sits in the drop ceiling. That's the white device here. Again, it's about 14 pounds. And our beam, the other one here that we use for higher grade commercial models, that's our 5,000 lumen laser. And that one is also set up in the ceiling. The cool thing about the OB, as I'll show you when we move over here, the OB can actually be moved just by flicking the camera and the mirror to be able to project onto the wall or onto the floor. So I'm going to step over here and play one of the games. Wait for it to load up here, but again, you see this flooring surface is what we need. I can either step on it, I can move my hand over it, and again, you move and you're able to get it to react to playing. And again, just like the table, I can just move my foot over it for the motion sensors to pick everything up. So that's how it works for the floor. And again, you'll notice this is that foam matte surface that I was talking about on Amazon. You get it for like 40 bucks. We'll go with a lightly colored hardwood, or again, one of these mats like this is just made out of the typical yoga material. It's not filling up the entire projection of the floor, only because our ceiling is about 8'4". We could go, like I said, as high as about 13 inches. We could go higher than that, we would just drop it down. So the other cool thing the OB and the beam can do, we can actually project onto the wall. The beam comes preset. The OB, like I said, we can move it around by fixing the mirrors and the cameras, or we can send you out a beam that just plays onto the wall. So it projects like this, and you play like that. If you have any more questions, just give us a call at 914-219-0780, and we thank you for watching.